Blessings on this chilly Melbourne evening. We'll begin with some quiet meditation. So please find comfortable posture. Try to sit up straight, be alert. Bring your attention to your usual meditation object. If that's the breath, then find the place where you're familiar with for following the breathing, the in and out breath. It could be the tip of the nostrils, it could be the chest or the abdomen. Start bringing your attention inwards to your own body as you're sitting right here. And try to consciously relax a bit, because most of the time we have a little bit of tension in our muscles and our body, and also from the mind itself, because we want to be successful in our meditation. So sometimes we try too hard and actually make the mind tense. But at the same time, we also sometimes are sitting, relaxing into the meditation, but because there's not much stimulation, it's very easy to become dull and then sleepy. So either being too tense or too dull, too relaxed. What we're aiming for is to find that balance where your effort is continuous and enough to keep bringing your attention back to the breathing, but not so intense that you actually make yourself feel uncomfortable. And that's a skill in itself, learning the right amount of effort. But the aim is to bring up the qualities of mindfulness, clear comprehension. So keeping the breath in mind, not forgetting it, not being distracted or not letting the distractions take your mind away. And then also understanding what you're doing, where you are, what you're doing, knowing when the breath is going in, when the breath is going out, knowing the purpose of this practice, which is to bring up the mindfulness and to be able to observe and learn from your experience. In order to learn, you have to pay attention. You have to know what's going on, be aware. So our aim is fairly clear, straightforward, to be aware, fully aware of each breath in and each breath out. We also need to use some wisdom, because as different trains of thought come up, we, out of habit, will identify with them, hold on to them and get lost in them. Some more pleasant, some more unpleasant, some connected to feelings in the body, some connected to memories, some are projections about the future and what you're going to do next. It's a very common one. And we just love to think. And this thinking will take our mind away from the breath, away from the present moment awareness we're trying to develop. So you're also looking to find ways, skillful ways, to recognize what's going on and detach your mind from some of that thinking, not to identify with the thoughts so strongly, but not to get caught into reactions of aversion either, which is a very common thing. You get annoyed because we're thinking a lot, or we get annoyed because we're dull, sleepy. Try to accept whatever's coming up in your experience, to know it, and then to let it go. And not to react too strongly, get upset, or let it agitate your mind even more, which will make the whole task of meditation even harder. So as Luang Por Chah would say, thought is just thought. Feelings are just feelings. Memories are just memories. You can't get rid of all this stuff, but you can know it and then let it go. So practice developing this quality of mindfulness and clear comprehension for a little while longer, and I'll stop talking and see how you go until you hear the sound of the bell.